In an interview this week, Donald Trump said something that really got my attention. He said he regrets that he didn't seize ballot boxes after losing the 2020 election. Not investigate, not litigate, but seize. And he's been claiming again that he had the legal authority to do so. I am here to tell you that is a lie. And I know it's a lie because I helped write the executive order that Donald Trump is pointing to. Now, let me be very clear about what Trump is saying. He's not talking hypothetically. This is not another Trump joke. He is saying that in 2020, after he lost, he should have used the power of the presidency, potentially even the military, to take control of ballots and voting machines in states where he didn't like the outcome. And now he's floating this idea again as we head into future elections. Now, that should alarm all of us, but it gets worse because Trump and his lawyers have been pointing to a very specific executive order as the supposed justification for seizing ballots. They say it gave him this sweeping authority over elections. Well, guess what? It did not. And here's why I'm speaking out about it. Because I co-drafted that order all the way back in 2018. I did that alongside experts from the Department of Homeland Security, the Department of Justice, the intelligence community, and other agencies. I know exactly what that order was written to do, and I know exactly what it was not written to do. The order is called Executive Order 13848. It was written in the shadow of Russian interference in the 2016 election after the intelligence community concluded that a foreign adversary had mounted a coordinated campaign to undermine American democracy. So why did we write this document? I will tell you, the goal was simple and urgent: to make sure that what Russia did in 2016 would never happen again, and to make sure that if a foreign power tried to meddle in our elections, the United States could respond swiftly with sanctions and bank account freezes and visa bans and severe economic consequences. That's it. That's all the order does. Full stop. The order does not allow a president, as Donald Trump claims, to revisit vote counts or rummage through ballot boxes or send U.S. troops into polling places or even seize voting machines because he doesn't like the outcome. In fact, nothing in the order authorizes anything even close to that. The word foreign appears again over and over in the text. Foreign actors, foreign governments, foreign interference, not domestic voters, not state officials, not American elections run by the states as the Constitution requires. If we had written anything remotely close to what Donald Trump is claiming, I would remember it. Now, here's the ironic part, folks. Trump didn't even want to sign this order. He was annoyed when we put it in front of him. Why? Well, your guess is as good as mine, but it probably has something to do with the fact that the order was designed to punish foreign governments, especially Russia, for interfering in our elections, a government that clearly preferred to help Donald Trump win. Now, fast forward to today, Donald Trump, in this interview with the New York Times, is trying to reinterpret that same order as an all-powerful election snooping tool. And once again, it is not. Now, what makes this moment so dangerous is that Trump really thinks what he's saying is true. And he's telling us what he might do. When he says he should have seized voting machines in 2020, he's musing about an illegal act he wanted to commit and might consider committing again. And when he says the only thing stopping him was that the National Guard wasn't, quote, sophisticated enough, he's admitting something pretty chilling, folks. He's admitting the law is not what stopped him. Capacity was. That is a roadmap for potential illegality. So here's the fine point of all of this. Elections in America are run by the states, not by the President of the United States. And I'm speaking about this right now because I want to sound the alarm so that secretaries of state across this country who administer elections and attorneys general in every U.S. state who help protect those elections, and local prosecutors, I want all of them paying attention to what Donald Trump is saying. Because if a president even dreams about laying his hands on ballot boxes, The response should be immediate and brutal in courts of law. So let me put it another way. If Donald Trump does this, we can and should sue his pants off. And I want voters to understand this clearly. The president does not have this power. Not in 2020, not in 2026, not in 2028. Executive Order 13848 was written to defend American democracy from foreign attack. But Donald Trump is trying to repurpose it as a tool to attack democracy from within. He is telling us very plainly that if he had a do-over, he would push harder and go further and worry less about the law. So we should believe him, and we should be ready now to stop him. If my former boss, Donald Trump, happens upon this video, then I want him to know that if he tries to do this, he will fail. Because this time, we will not wait for the chaos in the aftermath of an election that he contests. We are going to go on offense before the election, legally, to protect the vote before Donald Trump tries to break the law. And if he does, he will get to see my face in court testifying against him.
You got